Yeah, how's it going? Today is 24th of August, Saturday, and we are taking a look at the market, what kind of opportunities we can find. We're gonna start with taking a look at education. From there, perhaps we can take a look at NHS, so that will be health services. And from there, let's take a look at energy production. And I believe this particular area, energy production, will be very important of demand of energy and preparations that are taking place right now, right? But either way, let's begin by taking a look at Guide to GSA results for England summer 2024. So the numbers potentially are out, and we can take a look at statistics, right? Hopefully, well, take a look at those. Usually, they would bend and twist their statistics to present those statistics in a very particular order, right? If anything, Greedy has continued as normal, which is always good. GS entries have increased by more than 250,000, a quarter of the million, compared with summer 2003, has been increased in 16-year-old population since 2003, and there are more entries from 2016 students with summer. Okay. Overall, results. Okay. So the more people pursuing qualifications, right? Overall, right? I thought I haven't read it. I glossed over it. I would be interested in understanding completely different numbers, right? So that would be perhaps overall performance, and if anything, we can summary the entire information by taking a look at a different article. Young people across England ready to the next phase of education, right? So overall process. So if we're finishing with level 1, 2, and 3, we can progress to next levels, right? And that will be overall protection and how many of those potentially students or young adults would pursue continuous professional development and picking different subjects, right? From there, let's progress and let's take a look at what else government is doing. Then taking a look at data, there's a particular, so all qualifications and education overseen by standards agency. Then taking a look at all information being published, and if it's been published by the government, so I don't know. If there would be information published by standards agency, perhaps that would be worth a read, but that overall that's important subjects I thought I'll cover it, even if information is all over the place, the way how government decided to publish that information. Some of the facts would be not precise, completely not precise. There's no statistics, nothing precise, right? Either way. New ministerial training session to get underway. Government campus delivery programs to learn to support new government ministers. So overall education, and we're taking a look at, and some of the subjects would be the first half of the session with national security, crisis resilience, and communications was collaboration between government campus and the national security secretary has held in. Then they say Cobra suit, so that would be crisis. I think that was something was defined by the government, right? So they're looking to address those particular areas, right? Which I guess it's important, right? So I thought I'll touch on it and progress to the next article. Since NHS productivity have fallen by about 6% or so, government is looking to address this expenditure since taxpayers or general public is paying more for less, as well as increase of salaries, which is great, but they're looking to address entire area, right? Better as of now if I do not comment on this particular area, since I see a lot of issues with NHS overall. As of now, I won't comment, but we'll see. Perhaps they can address those since I have shouted them, right? Okay, so now after we haven't taken a look at some of the government publications, I was taking a look at something that I believe would be most important and something that was happening 21st of August, so potentially 3 days ago. That's the nuclear unicorn, Nuclear, I think that's the name of the company, targets EU funds in the last equity funding round, right? So this area and it's Gloucestershire potentially. and all this information is publicly available, by the way. And we're gonna be taking a look at need of more energy and cost of energy and cost of doing business, right? So this particular area would be very important. I don't know this company since it might be a private business, but let's try to understand how to read this article. A nuclear, okay, a British nuclear startup, right? Is moving its holdings company from UK to France to tap into EU funds in its latest equity funding round. Raising capital potentially, since to make any company profitable, it might be very hard, as well as we not highlighting the fact that when it comes to doing business in the UK, it's getting harder and harder. I can pull out some data for people who are interested in how many businesses are going bust in Wales and England. So perhaps there's more to it, right, when it comes to business relationships. But either way, the company is Europe's only unicorn in the nuclear sector. Oh, that's very bad, by the way. They should have at least 50 companies, at least, and some of those should be taking a look at small modular reactors. So potentially that should be what those companies should focus on, and potentially fourth generation of nuclear reactors. But either way, the company is Europe's only unicorn in nuclear sector. It has also raised a total funding of 487 million, 3 years since its launch. The move comes along with a year and a half since the company announced in March 2023 that its target is 1 billion, that would be euros, right? In the first round, right? Earlier this year, the company announced plans to grow the size of the plant fuel factory in France as it shelved the project in UK. Okay, since to produce fuel in Europe, even there would be potentially some of those companies would be collaborating with perhaps 4 or 5 different partners just to produce fuel. So entire subject is very complex, as well as to build this kind of company in UK. I don't know, it might be a very hard thing to do, right? Nuclear had planned to build a mini nuclear power plant in the UK and dropped the initiative after government ruled it will not allow private companies to access Sheffield site in Cumbria. The plant holds the world's largest plutonium stockpile. I'm going to be addressing that. Potentially, I personally believe there was separate location because of the time frame. A time frame was taking a look at the market. There was other potential deals on the table, but perhaps those deals was given to other companies, right? In April, Nuclear announced. I keep repeating this company's name, by the way. I hope this company succeed, but I don't know. It's very unlikely. But I hope they will succeed. Announced to sign collaborative agreement with the government agency, that would be in France, and Atomic Energy Commission, right, to develop lead cool lead fast reactor in France, according to Telegram French president. Okay. Charm offensive. Okay. Let's bring more attention to that. Nuclear assured that despite its involvement in France, we still have significant ambitions for UK. A spokesperson said, while they are moving location to a holding company, our plans for UK are unchanged, and we remain committed to investigating and building next generation as small modular reactors to generate electricity for UK grid and industry, which is always good. Let's progress and take a look at the next articles. This particular article was published 3 days ago, exactly the same date. So I think many things was happening at the same time, right? And 6.5 million sale of Berkeley Science and Technology Park is completed. This sale of 40 acres goes to share Science and Technology Park in Berkeley, which is set to become a site for low carbon supercluster at the center of UK's nuclear power, has officially completed in August 2024, right? So I personally believe so someone will have potentially purchased the site, right? And that particular company, it's very hard to do to do these kind of things, right? I don't know these details, but most likely because of the time, UK's company decided to move to France, right? So someone else most likely purchases with Spark, right? I haven't read this article. I'm reading this article just now, but I don't know. Major plans. There's a lot of information. I'll like to jump over it and do not go too much into details, right? Major plans to develop new source of low carbon energy as a former nuclear power plant in Gloucestershire are moving forwards in August 2024. So if that particular company only, as they themselves, they have highlighted that that's only UK's based company, and that company is moving to France, someone else most likely purchased the site, right? But that's assumption, right? South Gloucestershire and Stroud College has announced the sale of the Gloucestershire Science Technology Park, Berkeley, to a leading zero carbon energy firm. There's the name of the company has officially gone through for 6.5 million, having first been agreed in January 2024. This name of the company has been working with Rolls-Royce and University of Bristol to develop small modular reactors technology with view to establish low carbon supercluster. Berkeley Oldbury would expected to be the center of a wider UK plan drive for a government's body, Great British Nuclear, right? So this particular area would be very important, and most likely myself, I will be looking to reach out to this company and see if we can work together, right? Berkeley site was formerly one of the first civil nuclear power stations in the world with elaborate, all these kind of things. I was taking a look at major infrastructure projects, and that's only one when it comes to energy production. In there was some similar ones, but most likely for a price of energy, that would be one of the best, right? So we take a look at nuclear, right? Berkeley was saved the site from demolition in 2016, and with support from Gloucester County Council and South District Council, created the Science and Technology Park together with a number of low carbon businesses and education providers, right? Let's close. There's more information, but there's gonna be way too much, and there's a lot of different businesses, right? It's good that they're still pursuing nuclear and energy production, more importantly, right, in UK. So that's a good part, right? Let's take a look at last article. Taking a look at time, so that would be almost the same day. It's 5 days ago. That would be firms armed forces families collect keys to new homes at Imjin Barracks. The first armed forces families into the new homes at Imjin Barracks allowed to hand over a first wave of properties, right? So when it comes to defense, potentially nuclear, right? So it's good. Since we take a look at 176 houses potentially, and no entire project, that would be a total of 278 new houses are being delivered in Innsworth throughout the defense infrastructure operations, right? Since we take a look at nuclear, and that would be potentially some danger, and that would be defense and our security personnel, and potentially they might be looking to increase presence of defense personnel. They might need more than people. They need a lot of technology to defend it, but at least people might be there, right? So that's a good start. Let's close on that. Thanks for watching. See you next one.